The following instructional presentation of the St. Agnes Reformatory is intended for educational purposes only. All scenarios are fictional, and all characters are above the age of 18. This video is a product of moral edification and is not to be consumed for prurient purposes or the furthering of wickedness or impropriety.
Ah, there you are. How gracious of you to arrive almost on time for your punishment. You may close the door behind you, quietly. I said quietly, not slamming it like a barmaid in a rush to get back to her gin. You are not a barmaid, nor a gin-soaked lout, nor a common gutter snipe. You are, whether you deserve to be or not, a student of St. Agnes Reformatory for wayward girls. A woman under my care with the rights of only a schoolgirl. A name upon my rolls. And, as of today, a girl bound for 6 firm stripes of the senior cane. Let us make no mistake. This is not a misunderstanding. This is not the result of someone else's poor influence. This is not some tragic case of unfortunate timing or accidental misstep. This is willful, calculated, and brazen. You broke the rule. You knew it. You did it anyway. And now you will pay for it. With your skin. Let me speak plainly, since I find evasion distasteful. You are to be caned, not scolded only, not sent away with a lecture and a tissue, not patted gently upon the head and told to consider your actions. No, no, my dear. You are to be caned, and properly. I shall deliver 6 of the best, on the bear, of course, and you shall take them as a proper young woman ought, without wriggling, without crying out, and without one single plea for mercy, or so help me. I shall start again from the beginning. You know who I am. You would not have come if you did not. I am Governess Strickland. That name means something here. When I wield the cane, I do so with authority, with ceremony, and with conviction. I am not like those soft-handed teachers who raise their voice only when frightened. I do not frighten easily. I do not tremble, and I do not flinch when my duty requires discipline. Oh, and I should make one thing perfectly clear from the start. I enjoy this. I do. I enjoy the ritual. I enjoy the scolding. I enjoy the sound of the cane striking its mark. And above all, I enjoy the moment, the exquisite moment, when a girl who thought herself clever and untouchable finally learns that she is neither. When she bends, when she breaks, when she bows her head and says, through every strained breath and quivering limb, "Thank you, Governess. May I have another?" Now, to business. First, your offence. I believe it is important, vital even, to name the crime aloud before punishment. This is no arbitrary lashing. It is justice. It is order restored, and order begins with truth. You were found in possession of written materials, not approved by the Academy, namely, a collection of indecent verse, copied in your own hand, hidden behind the false back of your dresser. I'm told the verses were sapphic in nature, explicit, sentimental, and far, far beneath the dignity of a St. Agnes girl. All reading must be from the approved list, and whatever you write must be in keeping with virtue. The approved list does not contain the phrase, "The curve of her throat made me weep." Nor does it permit the phrase, "My fingers trembled," on the hem of her nightdress. And certainly not, beneath the starched linen, "We sinned like saints." Yes, I read it. Of course I read it. Don't look at me like that. You knew I would. One must always inspect the evidence before pronouncing sentence. And what evidence it was. Sentimental rot, beautifully phrased. Temptation, in syllables. That is the most dangerous kind. If you had scrawled filth with a crayon on the latrine wall, I would be less concerned. But you wrote beauty in service of disobedience. You used poetry to mock virtue. That I will not abide. So, 6, 1 for the poem, 1 for the secrecy, 1 for the deliberate evasion of inspection, 1 for sulking when confronted, one for lying when asked, and the sixth, well, the sixth is simply tradition, and traditions matter here. Now turn around. Face the punishment stool. No, not the chair, the stool, the one without a back. You will find a leather strap secured to its front. That strap is not ornamental. You will be gripping it shortly. Lift your skirt and tuck it neatly over your waistband. I will not lift it for you. You are not a child, despite the entirely childish nature of your correction. You will display yourself for discipline, like a proper girl who understands what is to come. Take off your undergarments, fold them, set them on the stool. Good. Now stand still. Don't fidget. Don't twitch. There is dignity in stillness. If you tremble, tremble quietly. Let me explain what will happen next, since you seem the sort who thinks that knowing the steps will somehow soften them. It won't. But perhaps it will give you the illusion of control, and sometimes that's all a foolish girl like you is left. In a moment, I shall direct you to bend forward, place yourself across the bench, and position yourself so that your posterior, yes, say the word if you like, it will do you good, so that your posterior is raised and squarely presented. I will not adjust you twice. You will present yourself with precision the first time. You will be thoroughly restrained to keep you safe and secure for your treatment. The cane I shall use is not the beginner's rod. It is not the light switch, nor the whippy reed. It is the senior cane, rattan. 36 inches, flexible but firm. The kind that leaves lines you will remember for days. The kind that sings through the air like a hymn. The kind you do not forget. I shall give you 6 strokes, measured, deliberate, full force, no extras, unless you give me reason. And I caution you not to give me reason. If you cry out, if you rise, if you reach back, we begin again, and again, and again, until you have earned your 6 properly. Now then, and I want you to listen very carefully to what I say next. Some girls, not all, but some, have learned that there is a kind of peace to be found under the cane, a kind of relief. Not pleasure, mind you. I do not deal in pleasure, but clarity, sharpness, a kind of soul-scraping that lets you see yourself more truly. If that is what you seek, I will deliver it. If it is not, I will deliver it all the same. Because what you seek does not matter. What you need is the cane. And I know what you need. Now take your position, slowly, deliberately, back straight, feet apart, bend, lower, grasp the sides of the bench, arch your back, present yourself fully. Yes, just so. You are ready. Back arched, cheeks presented, thighs parted, and not a twitch. You're learning, at last. Though I dare say it's not so much obedience as instinct. A girl's body often knows what's expected before her mind does. The mind rebels. The mind denies. But the flesh, the flesh remembers. It remembers its place, and it remembers mine. Now don't you dare move, not an inch. I am going to inspect your posture, slowly, carefully, and I will speak aloud as I do, because shame is part of the process, and I would hate for you to miss a word of your own correction. You are bent far enough forward. Good. You are gripping the sides. Your knuckles are white. Better. That means you're thinking about what will happen if you let go. You should be. Feet, shoulder width apart. Weight slightly forward on the balls of the feet, not the heels. You'll feel the cane more that way. Yes, I intend for you to. No, that is not a mercy. Now let's check the line. I expect symmetry. Your hips should be level, your spine neutral, not twisted or skewed. You may be suffering, but you will suffer elegantly. I do not deliver my punishments on crooked canvas. Now lower yourself onto the padded surface, carefully. Elbows down, bottom up, No need to look back. I will guide you. You know I will. I always do. Good. Back straight. Hips aligned. Legs parted just so. There. Let us begin with the wrists. I want your hands outstretched in front of you, palms flat, just beyond the edge of the bench. Yes. The leather cuffs are stiff today. They've dried nicely since the last time. Hold still. I thread the strap beneath, fold it over, and tighten. There. Not to hurt. No, not yet. Just enough to remind you that you're not going anywhere. Left wrist next. There we are. Tight again. Now you're mine from the elbows forward. Isn't that a comfort? Now, the ankles. Don't flinch. This part is always cold. I wrap the strap once, twice, then buckle. Just so. You may test it. Go on. Flex your foot. You see? No retreat. No escape. Your legs are mine now, still and spread and waiting. I take great pride in the symmetry. Next, your thighs. Yes, high up, just below the curve of the bottom. This one's wider. It presses into the flesh a little more. It lifts. Presents. I'll tighten it slowly. That's it. That little gasp. I heard it. Not pain. Just realization. That your body is now framed. I see every inch I intend to mark. And now the final strap, the one across the small of your back. This is my favourite. It does not restrain, not truly. No, it claims. It holds you down. Reminds you that you are under, beneath me, beneath judgment, beneath the cane. I press it across your back. I thread it through, and I tighten it firmly into place. There. You are secured, and bare, and beautifully still. Look at you. Fastened, offered, aligned. I could strike now, and you'd take it perfectly. But I won't. Not yet. Because this moment, this exact moment, is its own kind of punishment, isn't it? The pause, the waiting, the knowing that the cane is coming, and you are ready for it. Not willing, not eager, but ready. And that, my dear, is what makes it real. His position is not just for my convenience, though I assure you, it is extremely convenient. It is for yours. A girl who is well positioned receives the cane more cleanly, more deeply, and with fewer risks of unintended marks. What I give you will be precisely what I mean to give you. No more, no less. You may cry, you may gasp, but you will not shout, and you will not speak. The only voice that matters in this room is mine. You lost the right to speak for yourself the moment you chose deceit over duty. Ah, you flinched just then. Did you hear the cane flex? That's all it took, wasn't it? The mere whisper of it bending in my hands. There is no sound like it. Soft, dry, and full of promise. It speaks before I do. And when it speaks again, across your flesh, I promise, you will listen. Let me tell you something, my dear. I have caned duchesses. I have caned laundresses. I have caned wives of statesmen, daughters of bishops, and once, memorably, a lady who insisted on wearing her pearls the entire time. I allow it. I do not care how a girl arrives. I care how she leaves. Bent, corrected, marked with order. That is my concern. Now, before we begin, a final word of warning. I am not cruel because I lose control. I am cruel because I have it. Every strike I give is deliberate, measured. You are not here to be punished in anger. You are here to be punished in perfect composure. I shall not scream. I shall not pace. I shall not huff or storm. I shall cane. Like a lady. Like a governess. Like an institution. And if you disgrace yourself by rising, by howling, by flailing, you will not humiliate me. You will humiliate yourself. And I will make certain that the lesson is repeated until it is learned. Very well. Let us begin the caning proper. The first stroke is always a test, not of my strength, but of yours. It lands squarely, across the centre, evenly distributed, laid with firm pressure and no warning. It will shock you. It is meant to. Are you ready? Of course not. That is not your concern. Brace. 1. There. Breathe. Don't gasp. Don't you dare gasp. I warned you about noise. You will breathe quietly. In. Outside. Let the pain settle. Let it wrap itself around your nerves. Let it claim you. Now for the second. Lower. Slightly. Parallel. I will not crisscross. I am not careless. But I will build a ladder of discipline across your flesh, rung by rung, until you know how to climb down from your arrogance. 2. Better. Stillness. Barely a twitch. I begin to believe you were waiting for this. Some girls wear guilt like perfume. They come into my study reeking of it. But only the cane cleanses that stench. Now, listen to me, and listen well. The third stroke is not for the poem. It is for the lie. When I asked you what you were hiding, and you looked me in the eyes and said, nothing. That word earns this. 3. Yes, that one was sharper. I layered it with disappointment. You may feel it differently. I assure you, I did not. Are your legs trembling? Of course they are. That is not weakness. That is honesty. And honesty is long overdue, in your case. Now let us proceed. 4 is for your smirk. That smirk you gave when you were caught. That little twist of defiance, as if to say, you won't do it. As if you doubted I would carry it through. You were wrong. 4. Oh, you flinched. You gripped tighter. Your back arched more. That one spoke to you, didn't it? 5 is the traditional penultimate stroke. It is meant to sting with ceremony. A gift before the end. A moment of almost finished agony. It lands higher, sharper. It lets the girl know she's survived most of it. But not all. 5. Yes. I saw that shiver. You're close now. Close to tears? Or close to clarity? We'll see. And now the final. The 6th stroke is not for your crime. It is not for your disrespect. It is not for me. It is for you. It is the stroke you carry forward. It is the mark you do not forget. The one that echoes, that lingers, that teaches. 6. There. It is done. With the cane, that is. Not with you. Not by a long measure. Do not rise. Not yet. I did not say rise. The fact that your body screams for relief is no concern of mine. Discipline is not complete when the cane stops singing. No, it has only just begun. Remain bent. Exactly so. Yes, like that. Let the heat settle into your skin. Let the silence wrap around you like a shroud. Let the pain become stillness. This is the part girls never expect. The aftermath, the hush, the hollow echo of my voice gone quiet, replaced by the ghost of the cane. You imagined fury, perhaps, drama, the theatrics of punishment, but what I offer is far more potent. What I offer is order. 2 minutes. I shall watch the clock. In those minutes, you will not speak. You will not look back. You will not make a single sound. Not because I forbid it, though I do, but because you owe it to yourself to sit in your own silence, to feel what has been done, to know what you have become. Your position, bent, marked, humbled, is not degradation. It is alignment. You were crooked, now you are not. You were proud, now you are quiet. That is my doing, yes, but it was your need that drew the cane from the wall. Girls come to me with needs they will not name, and I meet them with names they cannot deny. Disobedient, deceitful, disorderly, and so I answer, with structure, with scolding, with 6 very real reasons never to err again. Halfway through, you are still shaking. That's fine. I permit that. Let me speak to you plainly now, while you remain bowed. You may hate me in this moment. Most girls do. They confuse hatred with shame, and shame with justice. They imagine that I do this for my own satisfaction, and perhaps, in part, I do. I find great pleasure in control, in mastery, in seeing a wild thing tamed, properly, without blood or chaos or drama, with rhythm, with law, with ritual. But that pleasure is not indulgence, it is devotion. You think this is about pain? Oh, my dear, pain is nothing. Pain is easy. Pain comes and goes with the weather. No, this, what I give you, is meaning. I give you something pain alone never could. Definition. A place. A shape. A moral spine. Almost done. Hold your breath. Not literally, I will not have you faint, but spiritually. Gather yourself. What remains of your vanity, let it fall. What remains of your resistance, let it crumble. You came to me as a girl with secrets. You leave as a girl with stripes. They are different kinds of stories, are they not? There, you may rise. Slowly. Do not rub. I repeat, do not rub. Let the marks breathe. Let the heat glow. This is not about comfort. This is about memory. Now turn around. Face me. Good. You will not lower your eyes. You will not pout. You will not wear your punishment like a badge of victimhood. You deserved it. You received it. That is the end of it. But not quite. No, not quite. Your correction ends not with the cane, but with reflection, and you will do so properly. In silence, in stillness, and in view of the wall. Step to the far corner. That one. Yes. Face it. Keep your hands clasped behind your back. Do not drop your skirt. I want the lines to sting in the air. I want the cold of the wall to kiss them. Let it cool you. Let it remind you. Do not lean. Do not shift your weight like a petulant child. Stand like a statue carved in penance. You may blink. That is all. Now listen carefully, for these words are for your ears alone. There is a reason I place you in the corner. It is not humiliation. Not truly. It is containment. Reflection. The scolding has stopped. The cane is silent, but your mind must continue the lesson. What I began with the rod, you will finish with your thoughts. You will turn this moment over and over until it shines. You will understand why this happened, not just that it did. You will feel your guilt, yes. That is natural. You will feel the heat and the ache. But beyond that, if you are brave, you will feel something else. Something deeper. Gratitude. Ah, you flinched at that word. Of course you did. Gratitude is a bitter thing when it's earned by tears. But I stand by it. You will be grateful. Perhaps not now. Perhaps not even tonight, as you lie face down, feeling each stripe pulse in time with your heartbeat. But someday, when you are tempted to lie again, to mock, to sneak, to defy, and then stop, because you remember. You remember me, my voice, my command, my cane. That is discipline. That is the gift. Some girls cry in the corner. I permit it, quietly. A girl who weeps after her caning has not failed. She has simply understood. She has learned. You may find tears, or not. I do not require them. What I require is that you stay. 10 minutes. You will not ask when it ends. You will not count aloud. You will let time disappear. Time belongs to me now, as you do. I shall come for you when the moment is right. While you stand there, I want you to think of the words I spoke. Every syllable. I want them to etch deeper than the cane. The cane may fade in a week, but words, my words, cut deeper. Remember this. A girl who leaves my study after 6 of the best is better than when she entered. That is not opinion. It is law. The law of discipline, the law of becoming, the law of Saint Agnes. You are one of mine now, properly, officially. No longer playing at rule-breaking and smirks and false modesty. You are corrected. You are known. Do not think I will go easy on you next time. I won't. If anything, now that I know you can take a real punishment, I will expect more. If I must deliver 12 or more, I shall. And if you come to need it, and many girls do, you will return. You will knock on my door. You will bow your head and ask for discipline. Not because you want it, but because you need it. And because you will know, at last, that I never give it lightly. 10 minutes, in the corner, in silence. Then, and only then, will I call your name. Until then, you belong to the wall, to the sting, to the lesson. Now be still.
Please consider becoming a member of this page for regular bonus videos, priority replies in comments, and even individualized governess attention tailored to your needs. If you need the guidance of St. Agnes in your life, we are happy to provide it.